in the Department of Science and Technology at Jayoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. Today I am going to take the lecture on the topic Product Life Cycle, its definition, assumption and stages. So let's start today's session. As I told you that in the software engineering there are three things: process, project and the product. Okay, final is the product, what you input, and after processing you will get the output in form of product. So of course there is definitely a life cycle which the developers follow, right? So uh, product life cycle is the historical study of the product, basically you can say, and it includes when it was introduced, when it was getting rapid assistance, when it was on the peak of its position, when it started falling from the peak, and when it disappeared. Product passes through certain stages during its lifespan. Okay, so this is the, you can say, the history if we are talking about the sales perspective, right? So, in fact, no product is capable to satisfy needs and wants of customer for an unlimited period of time, because there is also a time constraint. Okay, because updations and upgradations are going on day by day. It will improve actually. So it is not possible to satisfy all the things. That's why it says that no product is capable to satisfy needs, okay, and wants of the consumers for an unlimited period of time. So as its sales and profits are subject to differ over time, right? So the life of the product can be determined by its capacity to meet market expectations, and it lasts for exists as long as it satisfies its users. So the concept of this product life cycle, basically it is the relation to the demand in popularly which is known as the product life cycle. Okay, so we use PLC, in short, that is product life cycle, as an abbreviation of product life cycle. This concept is important in marketing theory and practice. It is very interesting to note that we can study the product life cycle only when product completes its entire life. Okay, so let's examine some definitions of this product life cycle. The term product life cycle can be defined as under the Philip Kotler said, the product life cycle is an attempt to recognize distinct stages in sales history of the product. And we can define PLC as that this concerns with the study of the degree of product acceptance by the market over time, and it includes major rise and falls of sales during its life, so that we call it as a life cycle. Okay, and the product life cycle states relationship between sales volume and profit. So we can define the term product life cycle, which is concerned with the study of relationship between sales volume and profits in relation to time through entire span of product's life. Now here we can define it as this PLC. It is the historical study of the product. It includes when it introduced, when it was getting rapid assistance, as I told you earlier. Okay, so it is totally the starting, falling from the peak, disappear. So this is all over the lifespan. Okay, so there are, you know, 4 stages listed here. The first stage is the introduction. In introduction, the product is introduced in the market. The second stage is the growth. What is the growth of that product? So the product is getting rapid assistance and sales rise at the increasing rate. Third stage is the maturity, in which including saturations. So in the sales rise but at the decreasing rate, saturation is marked with stable scales, stable sales. And the fourth is the decline. You see in this figure that it is a stage when sales starts, and it starts now and it is here, it is decline. Okay, this is introduction, growth, this is a maturity level. Okay, and here it comes to the stage of the decline, means the sales is declining. So this is a stage of product life cycle versus time. Okay, so there are some assumptions also. S means shape curve is an ideal state and is hardly possible. Okay, this diagram is a stage, sales curve and profit curve. It is possible only if assumptions are fulfilled. And what are those assumptions? Like, first is the product completes its entire life cycle. It passes through all four stages of its life, and the duration of each stage is equal or fixed. There is no reintroduction of product, and the product passes through a stage is chronological order, that is 1, 2, 3, and likewise. There is no bypassing and overlapping of any of the stages. Okay. So as I told you that there are the stages of product life cycle. In the introduction state, in this, when a new product is for a very first time made available for purchase, so this is the introductory stage of that product. In this, consumers are not aware of the product. Okay, so or you can say they may not have a general opinion experience regarding that product. So for this new product has to face the existing product, so the sales remain limited. Okay, because already there are many products which are in the market. If new product introduces, that means the consumer don't know about that product. So it is very hard to introduce the new product in the market. How to market, how to convince the user that this is also a good product. So in the very initial state, there is loss or negligible profit. Okay, so because the consumers don't know about that, they have no experience actually, because till now they are not having the experience for to use that product. After using, then only they can give the feedback of that product. Okay, so during this period, the direction competition is almost absent. Okay, so company has not mastered production and selling problems. Pricing is normally high to recover offset cost of development, production and marketing, with the minimum sales, so sales rise at gradually. So there are some characteristics to introduce sales including, and what are these characteristics? First characteristic is the huge selling and promotional costs are required to increase awareness of customers. Second is the price is kept high to recover high development, production and marketing cost. Marketer has to tackle technical and production problems. Sale is low and increasing at a lower rate. There is no loss or negligible profit. Okay, so uh, if we are talking about the growth stage, this is a stage of a rapid market acceptance. Okay, that means if customers are accepting that, that means there is a growth. Okay, so due to increased awareness, the product gets positive responses from market. This stage is marked by a rapid climb in sales. So the sales rise at the increasing rate and the profit follow the sales. The seller shifts his promotional attempts from the try my brand or buy my brand. Okay, so this comes in the marketing phase. In this, even after this, the company continues, even increases its selling, promotional efforts, of educate and convince to market and meet competition. Then lastly, at the end, sales start increasing at decelerate rate. Consequently, profits start or to decline. So this consequently, so uh, profits start to decline means there's decline from the profit. Okay, so There are also the characteristics of the growth stage, and which includes sales increase rapidly uh, as a result of consumer acceptance of the products. For this, if this sales rate is increasing, then company can earn maximum profit. Okay, so competitors enter the market due to attractive profits, and prices reduced to attract more consumers. Distribution network is widened and improved, and the company enters the new segments and new channels are selected. Now, if we are talking about the maturity state, in this maturity stage, it is marked with slowdown of sales growth. Sales continues to rise but at decreasing rate. Okay, in this competitors have entered the market and existing products face serve competition. Sales curve is pushed downward. It is just like an universe that is you. So during this stage, for certain period of time, sales remain stable. So this level is called the saturation level. Profit also declines. Normally this stage lasts longer and marketers face formidable challenges. Right. So in this stage, this can be divided into three phases, that is growth maturity, stable maturity, and the decline maturity. In growth maturity, sales growth rate starts to decline, whereas in the stable maturity, sales remain stable, that is saturation state, and in the decline maturity, sales now start to decline. Okay, so there's a marginal producers and which are forced to drop out the product. So those who operate formulate various strategies to extend the stage. Market products and marketing program can be modified to sustain the stage. Okay, so the characteristics include like sales increase at decreasing rate, profit starts to decline, marginal competitors level the market, leave the market, customer retention is going more emphasis, product market and marketing mix modifications are undertaken. Now in the decline stage, this is the last stage of the product life cycle. In this stage, sales start declining rapidly and the profit also erasing, you can say. So there is a minimum profit or even a little loss. Okay, so in this more product obsolete as no product enters in the market. All the product have faced the stage earlier or later. That's why I said that there are four stages, and consequently stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, but it always not happen, it is very rare. Okay, so there is very few cases in which there is a chronological order which follow this product life cycle. Okay, so now the characteristics of this growth decline stage includes sales fall rapidly, profits fall more rapidly than sales, and the product modification is adopted. Gradually, the company prefers to shift resources to new products. Most of sellers withdraws from the market. Promotional expenses are reduced to realize little profit. Okay, so this is all about the product life cycle. Thank you so much. This is all about today's session, and this session powered by digital version 2.0, Jayoti Vidyapeeth Women's University Jaipur. Hope you are satisfied with my digital session. If you have any query, please mention in comment box. I will resolve it. Thank you.